Enough of criminal television. So for number 11, it's asking us to reflect about the y-axis. I actually think I did this one. I just don't know if I recorded the video. So the y-axis, basically we need to flip. So let's sketch it, and then we're going to take a slightly different approach when we go to write this. So here is my y-axis, right? This line right here. So to reflect across that, I want to think of it like a mirror. So the easiest way to do it is your y value stays the same, but you do the opposite for x. So like this is at -3, so over here I do a +3. Okay. And then like this is like a little bit past 2, so I go a little bit past 2, right? This is about right here. So you're just going to have... And let's think about that for a second. So what's the difference between this value, which is 3, 0, and what's the difference between this value, which is -3, 0? Yeah. So we could say that g of x is equal to... It all connects. So what do I say? How are we transforming f of x? F of x is the blue function. How are we transforming that?
Do we have to use like a fraction thinking, or do we have to use other one?
Well, we got to think about that. Is it going to be B or A? I think is the question she's asking, right?
I'll say A for awesome sauce.
No, A would reflect across the x-axis. So you think it's B. B's for beautiful. What should the value of B be? What should the value of B be? What do you guys think? What should I plug in for B? A number?
Should I do the new line or the old line?
Well, so B, I'll tell you. The only thing that's different is that we have a negative x value. So it's the opposite x value. But if we think in terms of B, which was a correct guess, g of x is equal to... probably a couple of problems ago, I said that B has an impact on the x's where A has an impact on the y's. So we'd say 1 over B, right, times x. Now to reflect that, B has to be -1, right? B would have to be -1 to get this thing. Does that make sense? It can also stretch it horizontally or compress it. So if I want to reflect, we do the opposite, which will be the negative. Okay. And that's basically it for that one. Any questions? The graphing part, sometimes it's easier just to graph it.